Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a video on the Ww2 Wardens Zuckerman helmet. The Second World War Zuckerman helmet was a very common design used mainly by the Home Guard in England to protect themselves from the Germans if they did come by any chance to do bombing raids, which they did. The Zuckerman helmet was used in many different fields. A lot of them are given to just normal civilians to protect themselves, but a lot were given to firefighters, air raid prevention people, police officers, and in this case a warden to protect the town or city. Now, the helmet was actually very, very good design in my opinion, but it had some major design flaws, and we'll get onto those in a minute. But for some more history on this, so this helmet, around 10 million were made, and as I said, given to regular people for a rather cheap price actually. They were rather cheap to make, in fact even cheaper than the Brody helmet, just because they used less material. Well, I think that similar amount, just a little bit less, and also they could just use Brody helmet liners and chin straps, which was very good, because they couldn't afford to make that many more new chin straps. Because, yeah, if they just used already existing ones, it would be much cheaper and a lot more accessible to those in the poorer regions of the country. Now, as you may see, the Zuckerman helmet is a lot taller from around here, than the Brody helmet was. So, yeah, I would agree, it does look a bit too tall, in my opinion. It looks a bit silly. But it was actually a very, very good design on how tall it was, because it's not just the liner does not go up to here; it goes to around here, which is good. But pretty much the same as the Brody helmet. But the reason that is so you have about 1.5 inches of space between your skull and the top of the helmet, which is good. So if you were to get hit by a bullet here, that they expect to hit you in the head, no, it'll go right through the metal. Or if you were to get hit by a very heavy, fast-moving piece of shrapnel or debris, it wouldn't dent and fracture your skull, it would just dent. Maybe lightly tap your skull, other than that, you'll be pretty much fine. And here's the example. So as you can see, here's where the head would rest. And now, from the top to here, you get around 2 inches of space between your head and the top of the actual helmet, which is good. Then as I said, you have some buffer room if anything hits you. And another thing you may have noticed is how it looks. It looks quite similar to the Brody helmet, but taller. It has around the same. It has around the same thickness, width of the skirt, but they are actually a bit larger. And here's the good design: the space between your head and the top of the helmet, and the chin strap, which was just very accessible. So here's the design flaws on this. So as you can see, these shoelaces, they look like shoelaces at least, are going right through the helmet, which was a design flaw, as it weakened these points of the helmet, because they just drilled holes through to put the liner on. And another thing is, the metal is so thin, so ridiculously thin, that you might not be able to see it, but you can see the stamp of the manufacturer on this side, but it's very nearly punching through on this side, which really is not very good, because if anything were to hit it, it would probably go right through. It was designed to stop shrapnel, but 9 times out of 10 it probably didn't. So this is the Zuckerman helmet right here. I would put it on, but I don't think I physically can. I mean, I can, but it doesn't fit properly. And you may have noticed the chin strap looks newer than everything else. That's because it's a replica. But it looks the same. It's got all the elastic. But everything else inside is all original. Which is pretty impressive on that, because it was used, as you can see by the scratching, dents, all of that. I mean, this was only about 35 to 37 pounds to get, including postage. Around 32 pounds for that postage. Because you used to be able to get them for about £2 to £5 back in the 70s. Well, yeah, when pounds were just a thing. But now, because people have written books on the helmet, movies with the helmets, they've risen in price tenfold. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, sorry for the fall there, by the way. I'll get that out. Alright, have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.